What is quantum jumping? Well, simply put, it's you jumping into an aspect of yourself that doesn't have the same issues that current you has. It means jumping into a new timeline where you are aligned to bliss, prosperity, your dreams are becoming true, they're becoming reality. You are noticing that how you show up to life creates exactly what it is you want to experience. That's what quantum jumping is. Quantum jumping is the opportunity that we have as we go through our growth process to jump into higher aspects of ourselves. Now, it used to be that these quantum jump opportunities only came along during specific astrological alignments. Yet, where we're at in the galaxy right now, we are learning how to open those portals ourselves. We don't need to wait for specific gateways. We can create those gateways within ourselves by using the Akashic Records. Welcome everyone. If you are new to understanding the Akashic Records and new to this space, I want to welcome you. My name is Emily Harrison. I am the founder and director here inside the Akashic Academy, and I work with visionaries, thought leaders, difference makers like you. A lot of you are energy healers as well, but I reach out to the leaders of this planet and engage them with the most wise and most powerful aspects of themselves. We need leaders, we need visionaries to rethink, to replan, to redream, to re-envision how we are experiencing life here on this planet. And if you are watching this video, you are one of those leaders, you are one of those visionaries. You've been called into this space so that you can be held and witnessed in a higher essence of who you are and what you're here to do on the planet. So I wanted to share with you how you can begin to understand quantum jumping more dynamically. And those of you who know you're here for something more, to experience more out of life, to get more pleasure, more joy, more fulfillment, more connection in your relationships, more influence in your area of mastery, more influence over the field, this holographic experience that we are all contributing to and creating here together, this field that responds instantaneously to that which you desire to experience, whether you are consciously programming that with the desires that excite you, or whether you are unconsciously programming that field with shit that you just don't want to experience anymore. So we're going to talk about that a little more today. Please say hello once you get here. And I'm having some, let's see if I can get to more comment mode so I can see you guys when you come in. If I do not say hello to you today, it's only because I'm not seeing the comments. But I will encourage each one of you to share this video out. It's one of the most powerful ways that we can support the expansion of consciousness, of the evolutionary experience we're all going through here together. It's just to share information, to share tools, to share inspired ideas. Lindsay Aaron Jordan, I see you. Hello. Giving a shout out to Lindsay. Thank you for saying hello, Miss Linz. Anybody else who's out there, please say hello as well so I can actually see my comments and get them rolling. Because of course, if any of you have any questions, I would love to answer any questions you have about quantum jumping and timeline hopping as well. Hello, Linda. Hello, Trinae. Pino, I see you too in the house. Awesome. Thank you all for being here and sharing the space. So, Miss Robin, I see you too. Hello. So let's talk specifically about what quantum jumping is. Again, if you are just now joining in, we're talking about this opportunity we have right now to make very big leaps in our progression. And here's where we got to clue in to get really good at this timeline jumping, at this quantum leaping. Okay? We have to realize that there is an essence of ourself that is already there. It's already experiencing it. It's almost like that call, that feeling, that inspiration that you get for more is coming from this aspect of yourself that is already completely rooted, grounded, and aligned in this higher timeline. So that's the first thing to realize, is that there's an essence of you that is already there. We don't need to reach for it or to pretend it's a part of us that doesn't really exist right now. but rather envelop ourselves in the understanding that there's a part of us that's already there. Okay? Why isn't human 3D me right here in the flesh? Why isn't she there in that timeline? Well, because she's gotten caught up in karma. Karma take two. Karma is, I talked about Mrs. Short yesterday, my English teacher. I'll talk about Mrs. Short again today. She would have not liked that one. Although it's interesting, I mean, I guess you could look at karma as a plural. Anyway, regardless of whether karma is singular or plural, we got to figure that shit out, because our karma is simply the lessons that we haven't learned. Generally, karma comes about because we have taken on a belief system about ourselves that is not true, and we need to learn that lesson about the truth of who we are. See, when you break it down like that, it doesn't sound so bad, but sometimes our karma gets so bad. We're like, my past life karma. I've had points in my life before where I've literally called my karma Jerry Springer karma. I'm like, what is this? I got karma like people hanging out on the Jerry Springer show. All right? Your karma are simply the lessons that are coming up and inviting you to dive in deeper and look at them. So the part of you that is stuck in the 3D reality that you don't want to be in has gotten tripped up by some lesson that's not true about you that needs to be remedied and resolved. And as soon as you remedy and resolve that, you get to timeline jump, you get to quantum leap up into that new aspect of yourself. Or I should say, it's not really a new aspect of yourself. It's the oldest, most truest aspect of yourself, the wisest aspect of yourself that's calling you home to a bigger expression of who you are here on the planet, to being more fully actualized. Thank you guys who are coming in. I got to pause and take a sip of water while I preach here. Okay? So figuring out the karmic blocks that are tripping you up and solving that karma, clearing that karma, is how we timeline jump. You got to figure out what is keeping you from being in that place where you want to be. For me, I experienced this myself. This is how I'm getting good at it. Last year, when I realized that I had limited my own success, subconsciously did this, when I had experienced a point of my own professional life in Hollywood, when I had seemed to reach the pinnacle of the amount of success that I had attained thus far in life, and it all came crushing down. Not only did the professional success come crumbling down, it all came crushing down. Sometimes you just start preaching and stuff comes out your mouth. It all came falling down, collapsing down. My personal life, things began to really fall apart. Financially, I had a new baby. That's just like everything, bam, 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 one thing after another. I had been at this huge, successful ceiling financially, and I fell apart. The job fell away. The relationship was struggling. All of these pieces that 26-year-old Emily did not have the energetic tools to manage. So I shoved it. I set a subconscious limit on myself saying, if this is what success looks like, I'll be damned. No, thank you. I'll stay happy right here in my own little small box, okay? And I didn't realize that I had done that to myself until the inspiration to make a huge quantum leap back into the realm of easy and rapid and joyful and blissful success, because I had been working for it. I had a belief system in my field that said you have to work really hard in order to be successful. There was no paradigm of belief that said you can be in your genius and what comes naturally to you is medicine to others. I didn't have that at that point in time. So when I realized I wanted to step more into that, I had to ask myself, okay, there's a part of me that karmically is suppressed here, that I don't believe that I deserve this. Like, where is this? Where did I do this to myself? And I went into my Akashic Records for that revelation. Those of you who are familiar with the records, and I see several of you on here that I have worked with and have studied with me in the Akashic Records, those of you who are familiar with the records know it's an incredibly valuable tool that we can dive in and simply ask for insight. Show me where this happened, and then into your mind, comes a memory, comes a circumstance that you can work with. This is what happened to me. So this memory, this revelation of when I had suppressed myself came into my awareness, and I was able to work with it. And there are millions and millions and millions of ways that you can clear your karma. The way I do it is in the Akashic Records, because in the records, which are the realm of consciousness where all information is programmed, every detail of our past, our present, all possible futures, for not only you, but everything, every person, place, and thing here on the planet has its own Akashic record. So we have the ability to tap this resource, this library of infinite information. The information is stored from a perspective of unconditional love and zero judgment. So we get this incredible perspective when we ask questions in the space of the records. It's not coming from our human 3D polarized perspective. It's coming from a higher intelligence that allows us to see and understand more dynamically. And when you see and you understand the reasons you're caught in the patterns, in the what just feels like I'm constantly coming up again in relationships where people don't respect me, or where I'm not valued, or I keep finding myself feeling burnt out even though I'm trying to move in a new direction. This is karmic. And when we go into our records and we can see and pinpoint the place where we took on that belief system, we can then begin to heal it. Healing in the records does something very unique. It clears that energy imprint forward and backward through time from the collective field. Okay? That's why the records, one reason why the records are so powerful. Now, I do want to also share with you that this imprint, this karmic imprint of what you're experiencing, isn't just located in the records. There is a memory field within your body, and your physical organs are replicating that memory. So once you've located the area of karmic dissonance, we'll call it, the area where you took on the false belief system, and you begin to call about modality or medicine, sometimes Reiki would be used. Reiki used to be a great thing in this situation to clear something from your field. Okay, breath work, light work, theta healing, make it up. I am a firm believer that learning how your body works and learning and understanding the cosmic laws allows you to create personalized medicine. Because I understood the karmic laws of, rather than karmic laws, let me re-speak that. I'm talking about cosmic laws, not karmic laws. Because I understood the cosmic laws of the universe, of my own karma, and what I needed to do to be in the frequency to meet that aspect of Emily that was in that higher frequency. Because I know the cosmic laws that says part of her is already there, and part of her is stuck in lessons that she still needs to learn. What are those lessons and where are they located? I could go in and begin to manipulate the energy and manipulate the field. Furthermore, because the records illuminated to me, because, sometimes we humans forget something, illuminated the importance of clearing the energy out of the physical body as well. Because again, your organs are holding that imprint. So I asked the records and crafted medicine. It was an assimilation of several different healing modalities that made sense. Oh, it makes sense why I would use that to move that. That's what creating medicine is about. And I began to do a protocol on myself to clear the imprint, the memory of the karma that was still stored within my physical body, my cells, so that it could be completely cleared from my field and I could make that quantum leap. That was the year that I went from making $60,000 a year to making over $250,000 a year. That's the kind of timeline jump that I'm talking about. Okay. I love being successful. I love being abundant for my gifts. I love receiving prosperity and appreciation for what it is that I show up and do. And it was not super easy to get there, especially working in the spiritual field. There's a lot of karma, a lot of belief, collective belief that says we don't deserve that kind of huge expansion and prosperity. Well, I'm here to tell you that as the world is equalizing, as we are moving from a system of hierarchy into a movement of collective collaboration, lack has to go away. If you have not tapped into prosperity and not tapped into abundance yet, then you are still competing for resources and you are playing in a paradigm that is evaporating. In the new paradigm of the new earth, this quantum leaping, this place that we're aiming for, where we are standing in our full expression of who we are, and we are contributing to the upliftment of society, of helping the planet, and we're receiving abundance and we're receiving value for that. That is the 5D, the new earth that we are creating. And it can be difficult for 15, pardon my French, you heard that little F-bomb slip out there, did you not? It can, for a million different reasons, to hop into that. That's why we need to look at our karma, though, because that's what's at stake for us right now. We no longer have to wait for the cosmic gateways and the cosmic alignments to come along once every 120 years. We are learning how to pull the right elements of understanding of what needs to be shifted in our being, and then we are learning how to manage our own energy and tap into infinite intelligence that is telling us what to do with it and how to fix it. How many of you are getting what I'm laying down? Is this making sense? Is this resonating for you guys? If this is resonating, let's see some hearts across that screen, please. And the bigger question is, how many of you have karma that is standing in your way from making a huge karmic leap? Not karmic leap. Take two. Thank you for the hearts. How many of you have karma standing in your way from making the quantum leap, from stepping into that timeline where you know who you are, you know why you are here on the planet, you are not being tripped up by the things that used to trip you up? If that is something that you are ready for, I want you to type in yes. I want you to receive this energy that's coming through here today. Okay, for those of you who are really ready, because many of you who type yes are surfacely ready. You're ready to invite the possibility of what this might mean, like you're sticking your toe in the water. You're like, all right, maybe I got some karma. Those of you who are ready to get this cleared from your field instantly in the next 60 days, I'm gonna share a link with you, an invitation to explore what it looks like to dive into a 60-day mentorship one-on-one with me, where we get very clear on what timeline you're jumping into and what karma needs to be cleared from your field so you can step into that space. Okay, we're gonna do some synchronized breathing here together to call it in for all of you. And then those of you who are ready for the real deal, I'm gonna invite you to click the link and check out the 60-day one-on-one Akashic recalibration with me. If you have any questions about it, I want you to reach out. We can solve this. We can get this clear from your field and out of your way, where your life can look completely different faster than you ever dreamed possible. I love you guys. Sit up nice and straight, everybody. Feel your feet on the floor. Relax the shoulders. Extend the neck up and then tip the jaw slightly down. And we're going to breathe together. Synchronized breathing, calling in infinite intelligence, wisdom, igniting your inner guru. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Invite your inner guru with this breath. Good deep breath in. Exhaling. Good deep breath in. Exhaling. Inviting intelligence, support. Feel it shifting your field immediately. Deep breath in. Exhaling. You are a divine being of love and light. You are here for powerful work on the planet. You're here to bring through new ideas. You're here to experience a new level of joy and bliss. And you're here to experience yourself as part of an intelligent creation where you are one of those valued, intelligent creatures, members of this collective. I want you to be seen and witnessed for who you truly are. I want your life to reflect through the holographic matrix who you truly are and what you deserve to experience as a divine being here on the planet. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I look forward to connecting with you all who are ready to dive in for a deeper karmic clearing, and blessings for the rest.